Hi, it's Leslie, Married at First Sight, the after party. I love watching this show. I love tuning in because this show can actually give you a little more insight that we don't normally catch during the regular show. And this week did not disappoint. So this week was Men's Week. And when it started, they were all sitting there dancing. It was like, I'm doing the I'm happily married dance. And if I'm not happily married, I'm faking it. And someone was definitely faking it. That would be Justin. But anyway, it was Men's Week. We had Nate, Justin, and Mitch. And Nate was looking snazzy. He had a pink suit on. You could kind of see the muscles. Probably Stacia dressed him. But he looked good, and he totally pulled off the pink suit. And then we had Justin with the very interesting look of a much shorter haircut, which he is not sporting yet in the regular show. And then we had Mitch, doing Mitch. So this was the week where the couples went back to their past, to their childhood, to learn about that child and his upbringing, and to see how that child then became the person that they have now married, and if we could learn things about them. What was also interesting, and is oddly, most of these couples have had not the normal child upbringing. A lot are from single family homes or divorced homes or just strange upbringings. But so I'm going to start with Nate and Stacia. Nate went back and Stacia met his dad, and even his dad teared up when he talked about raising his boys, as a single parent. And Stacia got to know more about Nate, and Nate was definitely opening up and being all emotional, all the things that she wants. They are on a great path. You could see they're beaming. They are the best spot to make a home run out of this marriage. It's kind of sad because Nate, he didn't have a mom. He only met her once, so he's learning how to deal with women right now. Now I'm going to go on to Mitch and Kristen, and I think they're doing really well because Mitch opened up with opening up and revealing my vulnerable side to Kristen is definitely a great thing, because the more she learns about me, the more she likes me and the more I'm comfortable. So I think they are on a great path right now. They are doing really well. They went back, they went to his father's grave. Mitch also read his letter that he wrote to younger Mitch and cried, another crier, and it was very emotional. And Justin, of course, chimed in like, oh, that was really brave to, read that knowing there are millions of people listening. I'm thinking, millions? Are there millions of people watching this nonsense? But anyway, from one watching. But anyway, it was something. And Mitch in turn learned about Kristen, why she's so driven, and it was from her upbringing and the demand to be perfect and to not, to exceed in life. Now I'll go on to Justin and Alexis. They are the two that I think are on the struggle bus. And judging by Justin's haircut, which is very short, and he still doesn't have a short haircut in the show we watched or in next week's preview. So judging by, they only have a few weeks left. And so I think they are in trouble, Justin and Alexis. And he was very careful not to divulge too much about his marriage, but I do think they are in trouble. I don't think they ever recovered from Doggygate and all the things there. Justin talked about Alexis, how she was sympathetic to some of the things he went through in his upbringing, and he commented that he just wished her actions had taken into account that sympathy that she had once shown. So Justin's learned, he gets into his head. He was very careful that he says he's learned many things, but he was very careful to not say that he can take this forward to the next relationship, but that's what we're all thinking. And of course, the after party couldn't go by without some talk about Morgan and Ben, our favorite couple, nobody has any hope for, basically. And everyone has taken sides, and Nate called out Alexis as being the main problem there because she went against Justin and lost his trust by going back to Bing. And it was kind of sad because Justin's saying now he's lost that friendship. It was like a budding good friendship, and basically once this all went down, it put an end to that. So Justin has lost his dog because the dog has to stay at the training camp. He's losing a good friend. A lot of things have gone away because of Alexis. So I feel like once Alexis is kicked to the curb, or Justin is kicked to the curb, when they split, I think Justin needs to get on that phone, call that trainer back, get his dog back, and then his second phone call has been, and then all go out to lunch. Anyway, if you like my recap, please subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.